Hey, welcome back to Snapball Games. My name's Max, and I'm back with another Pauper League, and I'm going to be playing some more of this Mardu Initiative deck today. I played this deck through 2 leagues on my channel recently. I've done really well. I'm 9-1 so far with the deck. I've been working on it. I just want to keep playing it. I want to keep improving it. I'm going to play through another league here. I've made some changes. Some of these were suggestions from either people in the comment or other people I knew, but made a couple changes since the last time. I'll go over those changes and briefly discuss what the deck is trying to do, and then we're going to get right into a league. Let me just shout out my channel. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. You can go and watch the other 2 leagues if you're interested. They were really good, and we've done really well, so they're fun to watch, hopefully. But let's get into a quick deck tech, the changes, and then the league. So this is Boros Initiative. This is one of my previous brews. I also have a bunch of videos of that on my channel. It's just updated with the black splash. The splash doesn't cost us that much because we're a cleansing wildfire deck. We want to play a lot of bridges in this Ponza meta anyway. And you get the one swamp and you have initiative, so you have just a ton of black sources. Refurbished Familiar has just been an all-star. This card is great. It's really good with Ephemerate. It just gives the deck another angle of attack where now you have this rat lock where if they're ever hellbent, they have 0 cards in hand. If you just play, if you have a familiar in play and an elementalist, then if you just ephemerate the familiar on their draw step and they don't have an instant, they have to discard that card, and you just keep doing that every turn. Because of the Ardent Elementalist ephemerate loop, you just lock them out of the game. We can also just, initiative Prismatic Strand still. One card that I added was Late to Dinner. This was in previous versions. I had cut it, but I'm bringing it back in. It just adds another level of inevitability to the deck. With Ardent Elementalist, you can always just Elementalist back Late to Dinner and then don't cast Late to Dinner, and they have to deal with the Elementalist in play somehow. You can try to ephemerate it. If they kill it, then you can just Late to Dinner back Elementalist. Then you never stop the loop, because you just can always Elementalist back Late to Dinner and then just start getting value that way. The other card I'm trying with another suggestion, it was Terminate. This just seems like a good way to kill Guardian. It's basically the same as Cast Down. We have so many red sources in the deck that it might just be better than Cast Down. Maybe we should play 2 or 3 Terminate. But I'm just trying the one here. It can kill Guardian, which is basically the reason why you play it. Otherwise, Cast Down is just slightly better. So I think in the long games, it is nice to have the Terminate. But yeah, maybe 2 Terminate, 1 Cast Down, just because this is almost as easy to cast for us as this. Still 2 Dawnbringer in the main. I've been impressed with that. 1 Thraben Charm main, 1 Thraben Charm side. Cut 1 Inspector, and I cut 1 Faithless Looting. I do really like looting to discard strands and just to be able to function. This is kind of like something I'm trying. In the leagues I played, Faithless Looting was actually pretty clunky and not very good. Just a lot of times I didn't want to cast it because I was like, I have everything I need. I don't really want to just discard it. I need to wait for strands. So going down to 1 seems okay. I hope it doesn't make us too clunky and allow us not to function. But I'm trying cutting 1 Faithless Looting. If I'm missing it, then we'll add it back in. But trying to cut it, I don't want to completely go down to 0 because I think just having 1 for the late game is really good at discarding lands and strands. But this card is fine just to cast, honestly. Maybe that's like what I'm learning is just like you can cast strands most of the time. Even against mono red, it's good to wait, cast, and then flashback anyway. Inspector was just a good cantripping creature, a little underwhelming. So going with that, let's go round 1. All right, to round 1. Let's be on the play. 0 lands, ship it. We also may want 1 more land. Opponent mulliganed as well. We're going to 5. I don't think we're just keeping mountain, all white and black cards. Okay, well there's looting. I think we're gonna keep this on 5. It's really bad though. Let's keep it on 5. Put back Inspector Elementalist. Might even just wait on Faithless Looting a turn. No, let's just cast it. We just want to hit lands, and we did. Okay, that's good. Now I can discard Mountain. Maybe Mountain Plains. It's either Mountain Plains or Mountain Thraben. Let's get a little greedy. Maybe I want the Thraben to draw a card. I'm gonna, I think I'm lagging. I think the thing is, if I don't discard planes and then I draw one more land, then I just like have a high chance of doing nothing. So that's not ideal. Okay, we're against mono red. Draw planes anyway. Now I kind of want to just go planes Thraben, but then I can't refurbish next turn. Where if I go bridge, take one more damage, then I can go planes the Raven, have 2 artifacts, and cast familiar next turn. So I think just like getting to double spell next turn is better. Although I could have gone planes Thraben this turn, next turn crack clue. Oh, Maw Greater. Maybe it's goblins. Cool. Okay, we're down to 16. There's the strands. New plan, cast strands on this next turn. And then play my creatures out. I also have Faithless Looting, but again, I want to just cast this strands. Could have gotten super greedy with a keep and just put back Faithless Looting, but that I think is super greedy. Yes, I was hoping they would do this. That is so good for me. Just go strands to fog. And then we have a free flashback fog too. So this gives us a chance to win, I think. Now I get to play 2 creatures, get them down to 1 card, and then my creatures are like okay against theirs. Another familiar is good. Wait, I have to play Raven first to get another artifact. I can flashback strands, which again is just like I can go block, flashback strands, which is really good. Can kill this Maw Greater and set up better blocks for next turn. Like, I'm liking my position. They discard a land, which they didn't need. Bolt the Thraben. That's annoying. So now I can flashback strands to save it, or I just let it go. And then most likely I have to block Maw Greater. And then they would have to sack 2 goblins to keep it alive, which they don't want to do. I think it's better to hold strands because then any white creature I draw is another fog. Just let it go. I do have to block this turn, I think, though. But I'm not dead in this game. And they're just going to trade. We take 4 down to 12. They can draw a card here, but we get to discard one of their cards. Blast Runner. Okay, never mind. Strands. Okay, I'll just cast that this turn. And just fog again. Just buy time. Yeah, they look to be just straight goblins. 2 Dawnbringers main, which is nice. Now, any white creature? Dawnbringer? Let's go play bridge, play familiar. Hopefully they don't have a burn spell in hand. They do. They Gallop Flash, they shock us down to 10. We draw a card. Ephemerate. Ephemerate is good. Now I'm debating, do I Ephemerate during their draw step, take a hit. They can crack Lackey to pump this. I think I want to go block Ephemerate. If they let me. Getting them during their draw step is nice, though. They could have another creature, another haste creature. A land doesn't matter. They're going to have so many creatures in their deck. If I do it during draw step, then I'm taking 6 damage. Or I have to, do it during their draw step and trade, take 4 damage, because I'm assuming they're going to crack the lackey. I think I need to do it and take the damage, and then just try to get there with strands. Try to rat lock them. See, if they drew an instant, like a bolt here, it's so bad. All right, it was a lackey. So now I just take a big hit. I go low, they can crack lackey. I think I have to just not block, because I need this ephemerate coming back down. So what do we go to, 4? Or are they going to crack? Oh, we'd go to 5, but we might go to 3. Yeah. Maybe this is wrong because now we died a bolt, but again, we just need to draw a white creature. This is a good game. They discard a card. They drew from lackey. Not a white creature. I can cast Faithless Looting, try to draw into another Thraben. I think Crack Clue is better. Maybe not. Crack Clue also lets me draw a 2-mana removal spell, or a 2-drop creature, or even a Thraben Charm. I think it just gives me more live draws. Okay. Can still draw into a Thraben. It's another blocker. Oh, but now we're actually dead on board, man. If they sack their treasure to give +2/+0 and menace, we're dead. They should see the line. Yeah. Now they just attack. All right, not enough white creatures. Got us. Good game. I don't hate this matchup though. Let's get the 3rd and 4th Dawnbringers in. I think the Thraben Charm comes out. I actually do like Gorilla Shaman. I like going down on some of these bigger things. The more expensive stuff. Maybe Palace Sentinels plus Strands is actually good. Maybe like Terminate's not very good. Cast Down's not that good either, but I think in the past I've gone down to 1/1. I don't hate that. And then even play. Oh, I didn't bring in the breath weapons. Whew, almost made a huge mistake. People are probably screaming at me. All right, let's do this. Game 2 against Mono Red. Yeah, this looks good. This looks really good. Hopefully they are on a great Furnace draw. We have Dawnbringer, Strands, Cleansing Wildfire, Gorilla Shaman. Pretty much everything we want. Nice. I'm tempted just to kill that Great Furnace right now. It's very tempting. I think it's worth it. Alternatively, I Dawnbringer, but yeah. Came to Gorilla Shaman a Great Furnace. Let's do it. Still, it's guaranteed 2 for 1 right now. And that deck doesn't play that many lands. Takes their whole turn. They don't get to hit for 2. They bolt Gorilla Shaman. Yeah, this is just really good for me. Now I just go Dawnbringer, gain life, play a tap land. I'll play red Blackbridge because I have a Plains, so I have another untapped white source to play. So even if they like shatter this, I still have another white source. Okay. Go ahead. So if they had a land heavy hand, or at least a couple lands, killing the one land doesn't necessarily do that much, but it does slow them down a lot. They have another creature. Blast Runner. All right, now let's just play Strands this turn. We can Cleansing Wildfire next turn. I can't kill one of their creatures, but I still do just get to Fog and put the Strands in the yard. Log Raider, sure. Maybe they even try to kill this Dawnbringer. I think I still want a Strands here, though. Maybe I wait till next turn. I'm only taking 3. Yeah, let's wait. Maybe they sack. Okay. They don't. I think I'm fine not casting anything there. Now I'm just going to go land, untapped land, Cleansing Wildfire myself, and leave up Strands again. Seems good. I have triple red, triple white right now. Get another red source since I have a black-white land in hand. Another black-white land. Okay, pass. Now, almost assuredly, we're going to cast Strands. I mean, maybe they have Flaring Pain. Damage can't be prevented, but that will get us no matter what we do. Walk here and Strands. And red. 6. Ephemerate, great draw. Sweet on Overseer, leaving up double white. Could draw another Ephemerate. Elementalist, really good draw. Fantastic. Maybe I can Strands lock them here. It'll be tough, but we can try. Can also just block, flashback Strands. That's reasonable. Because I can gain life with this. Ooh. That is annoying. I might just pop now. Let it resolve. No attack from them. So they're going to just pop Relic like later. I mean, I should go for Ephemerate right now on Overseer because I can always flashback Strands to protect. And then they can't stop that right now. So this is the time to do it. Even though my Ephemerate's going to get exiled permanently, it's worth it just to gain 2, draw 2. Late to Dinner is great too. All right, let's go to my upkeep, hit Overseer again. They're going to just pop Relic on my turn for sure. I still think that's worth it. Like I said, gain 2, draw 2, really good. I mean, now I can just play these 2 creatures. But potentially they would take the Monarch from me, which would be pretty annoying. I still think it's time to do it. So let's go. Monarch. They have a removal spell. It's also kind of annoying. Oops, I have to play a bridge. Because they could pop Relic right now. I have to just let it happen. And then they could play a removal spell. So we're in a pretty precarious spot here, but okay. Synth. Scary. What they hit? Relic? Another Relic? Okay, that's good. They might just pop now, though, to try to find something. Epicure. Late to Dinner is also good, just making a food, not bad. Crack this clue also. Wow, Gal bless that. That's so bad for me. Okay. I'll have to take back the Monarch with this. and hope to draw into another Strands. Sack a Goblin. I could just block both Tomb Raiders, and then they could sack their Mog Raider to kill my... No, I can't really do that. This is a 1/2. If I block here, they sack Mog Raider to pump this one. My Thraben survives, this dies, but that's actually not necessarily that bad because I can just late to dinner the Dawnbringer. Alternatively, I can double block the Blast Runner. But then they can save it with this, so that doesn't work. I like this block. They're going to sack this to pump here. They could also just pump for more damage. Yeah, they just go damage. Okay. They don't kill the Dawnbringer. They get the Monarch. Let's draw a card. Breath Weapon. That could do it. That could be good enough. So let's go... I guess attack with both of these. Take the Monarch. I think I'm safe to wait on Breath Weapon. Do I want to lead on a Faithless Looting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Yeah, so if I go looting, discard like Elementalist and something else. Elementalist land, I can still wait to dinner the Elementalist, get back late to dinner, and have Breath Weapon up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So I can do all of these. Wait, oh yeah, I can do looting, 1 4-drop, and Breath Weapon, so I'm fine. There's the Strands. There is the Strands. Nice. But now do we even have a new line? Discard Bridge. Maybe Elementalist. Breath Weapon right now. And then just leave up Hardcast Strands. I think I like that. I don't get to late to dinner this turn if I take this line. Maybe I do discard Elementalist and then late to dinner back Elementalist. Get back late to dinner. Because that's like the most value. Yeah. And they can't stop it right now with their Relic, which is nice. I get my food token, which is relevant. Oh no, because I can't late to dinner anymore. What am I talking about? All right, let's just discard Elementalist. Because I need to Breath Weapon and Strands. Okay, so I'm going to Breath Weapon right now. I could have waited till their turn to Breath Weapon, but I might want to Strands on their turn. Potentially. Ephemerate. Seems like it's good enough to Ephemerate right now, gain 2 life. I get to draw cards with this Overseer, though. I'm going to wait. I exile a card from a yard, sure. Guess I should have done Bridge. Another good game here. Kuldotha Rebirth into Bushwhacker. Exile a mountain. Wacky, sure. They attack, I mean, I'm gonna block. They don't. I don't need to go for anything, I don't think. Now I can bait the relic by casting late to dinner to save strands for 2 turns. I think I actually do like that, but let's lead on Overseer. I don't know if I have enough mana for all that. Looks like I don't. I can just wait. Ooh, Familiar is a great draw. Familiar. Get your last card. They're going to pop right now. That is so good for me. Because now I could even just ephemerate my Refurbished Familiar, potentially. They discard a land. I'm going to play more lands. I think I still just can continue to do nothing. They're going to be tempted to attack with everything because of Monarch. They need to take the Monarch back or they're going to lose. And then if they do that, I just get to Strands Red, kill 3 of their creatures, lose none of mine. Wow, they're just drawing. Yeah, they're in trouble here. Synth with no, well, I guess with just a treasure. They just need to do stuff. Galvanic Blast. They have 3 artifacts. And now they have 2. Shock the Refurbished Familiar, I just flicker it. Whichever one of these they target, I flicker. Don't use the strands, because I don't have to. Yeah, they don't want to. Okay. So now I go block, block, block. Play strands. They're going to Galvanic Blast in response, and then I ephemerate in response to that. Strands Red. Galvanic Blast that. We ephemerate. Just like we drew it up. So they save 1 goblin. Ooh, another Dawnbringer, nice. Then all damage from red sources. And then, do we want them to discard cards or do we want to draw cards? I think we'd rather draw cards in game 1. Another Breath Weapon and double Dawnbringer here. All right, I'm safe to attack with these 2. I have strands in the graveyard too. And I have even Breath Weapon, just in case they go crazy. Gain 2 life. Gain 2 life. Play another land. Pass. Nice, there's the 1 paladin. Yeah, you don't need as much top end because this is often how it goes. If you stabilize, you just keep drawing cards and then you get to your stuff that you need. Okay, they just concede. Their hand goes Chain Lightning, Kaldath Rebirth that they showed me maybe by accident. Sweet. We're going to be on the draw here, so things get a little tougher. You could see, like, playing the Palace Sentinels was sketchy, but we had to go for it. That's why you don't want too many initiatives and monarchs in this matchup specifically. They have a lot of haste creatures. They have a go wide plan. You need to set it up with strands. And now we're down a Faithless Looting to put strands in the yard too. I like the 2 Gorilla Shaman still. I think it can lead to some free wins, especially when you draw them late. They're kind of like good to draw late because they might have like 2 or 3 Great Furnace, maybe a Blood, maybe a Treasure, and then you could just be like, boom, Wrath. Okay, it's not keepable. We keep drawing the looting though. I also have only 9 minutes. Keep this. Can put back Palace Sentinels, but I think I just put back Elementalist and just try to set up like a Breath Weapon into Palace Sentinels. Seems good. They're on 5, okay. go bridge. Another strands. I like to see that. Hopefully no like cast into the fire here. I bet they wouldn't even really bring that in. No land. They hit mountain. Okay, well, setting up for this. Land. Okay, land is great. Land is great. That's what we needed. Now we need one more land. They have 2 1/2s. It's not that scary. There's a great furnace. Implement. Sack implement manually. Hit me to 17. Fine with that. And they can hit for 3. Hit me to 14, but they only have 2 cards left and we have double strands. Okay, I like this. Just gonna breath weapon next turn. Oh, nice. We drew untap land. Let's go. Can breath weapon or strands. I could start by getting a strands in the yard. It's not bad. Because I could wait on breath weapon until they go a little bit wider. And then I could even palace sentinels with strands in the yard. Let's just do this. Just good to put it in the yard, I think. Wait till they commit more to the board for this breath weapon. Sure, I could get got by a flaring pain or something, but I think just play Palace Sentinels is safe. Could cost me the game, though. It could cost me the game entirely. I think it's worth it to go for it. They need to have like Artifact Galvanic Blast. I guess they sack Lackey, then they Gal Blast this. It has to be on their turn, and then I can just Strands Red. Okay. I think I'm mostly safe here. I guess they could double burn spell the Palace, try to double burn spell that, but then I think I'm probably winning that because then I just protect it too. And this is what I'm talking about. Strands in the yard plus white Monarch or white Initiative creature is such a good combo. Yeah, they draw. That was expected. And now on their turn, we can just flash back a Strands in order to keep the Monarch. They'll probably sack this. Oh, Bushwhacker. Okay, so now I'm just going to Strands. Hope no Flaring Pain, but even if they have that, I still get to take the Monarch back, Wrath. Block here. Oh, no, this doesn't have Menace yet. Block here, and then Flashback Strands. Yeah, I think I can even beat Flaring Pain here. Oh, they have triple artifact? Okay, but they don't take the Monarch though. So I think I'm fine with this. Because I have the breath weapon. So now I get to go land, breath weapon right now, because then I get to play more creatures afterwards. Seems good to me. Breath weapon right now. And then play 2 creatures. They discard a card. I still have the Monarch and a Strands in hand. Took my time with my decisions this match, and so far it's paying off. I mean, we haven't won this game, but we're in a good position. 2 clues, 2 creatures, 5 lands, Monarch. They have 0 cards in hand, and a Synth in play. Like, how could they take the Monarch here? Yeah, we're just in a commanding position now. Let's go start by Crack Clue. No. Just play land, Dawnbringer, gain 2. Keep it simple. Leave up Strands. Perhaps even no attack with Familiar. I just don't need to attack yet, I don't think. Another Familiar, nice. I'm just going to win the long game no matter what. So I think not attacking is good. Kuldotha Rebirth. That is something that can crush me. They rebirth and concede? Why'd they concede? They hit a Great Furnace. They just had enough. They just thought maybe even with these goblins, they're not beating Monarch, multiple clues, multiple cards in hand. They probably felt that I had another Strands. They were playing pretty well, honestly. So they probably knew that I had another Strands in hand. That's my guess. Nice, we're just absolutely crushing with this deck. Let's go round 2, 1-0. All right, 1-0, welcome to round 2. We're against Lexmart. Would you like to play first? Yes. Keep this, looks good. Be nice to have an untapped land, but don't think I should complain. Try to fix this green screen a little bit. I don't know if that's better or not. They mulligan to Lexmart mulligans to 5. That's kind of brutal. A lot of mulliganing going on this league so far. I think I lead on Goldmire Bridge. Probably just get punished for doing so, but I don't know if I can play Familiar next turn, if there's anything in my deck that can do that, but I could have a Thraben. Now I'll just play a Rust Veil. No, because I can double Familiar next turn, so definitely double Black Source is the way to go with this hand. I hope they tap out next turn, because it looks like we're against Black-Red Madness, which won Pauper a day or two ago. But yeah, I don't want that to have mana up to play Madness cards here. And it looks like we got our wish. And they just get Snacker back right now. It's pretty good. Then I go Rustvale Bridge, Refurbish Familiar, Refurbish Familiar. If they attack with Snacker, I probably have to just take it. It's a good combo though. Highway Robbery plus Snacker. I have a brew built around that I haven't gotten the chance to play yet because I've been liking this deck too much. Now I would like to cast Strands, get it in the graveyard, and then play Paladin. So maybe like I can take a hit off Snacker, next turn Strands, blue, and then block and kill the Snacker. They also just might not attack, which is fine. Jagged Barrens, colorless damage. Jagged Barrens is actually pretty good in that deck. Okay, untapped land is perfect. So now I just go Bridge. I don't think I attack in Strands. I think I just pass. Hopefully they play a Burn spell or anything that I can Strands. I think I just take the counter. Like if they bolt me here, I just counter it. If they don't, I can consider playing the Strands, but I don't have to. Yeah, now I'm just going to play Goliath Paladin, I think, without even playing the Strands. Because I have 2 blockers in the air, and if they go like removal spell, take the initiative, I can just attack back or play another initiative creature. And it's like hard for them to kill Goliath Paladin, just in their deck in general. 2 black sources, 3 red, 4 white. I don't need another black source, I don't think. I mean, I guess I get mountain. I don't know. Maybe getting more white sources is usually better, but I'll get plains on the next white source. Like on the Cleansing Wildfire or something. Demand answers Madness the Kitchen Imp on my end step. That's really scary. I haven't seen Demand answers that much, but it seems good in that deck. That's sweet. They could even play like Ichor Wellspring and stuff. I don't know if they need to, because they just want to discard usually, but yeah, seems good. Gal Blast and then take the initiative, yeah. Kill this too? Faithless Looting? They're just going off. So I take 4 here. I don't think there's a reason to trade for Imp. They just discarded 2 lands. Maybe I do just trade for Imp. and then try to attack back, take the initiative that way. Maybe it's greedy, but I think I like it. Just get imp off the table. They can get a basic here. And then if I attack back, take the initiative, make my Goliath Paladin even bigger, then I'm in an even better position. What was that? Plot? Highway robbery? That's really scary. But now I have the strands. That was good too. Okay, so let's take back initiative, forge onto Paladin, which makes it harder for them to kill it. Forge. Put them here. Whoa! Oh, I misclicked. I accidentally clicked 2 or 3 or something. It was just a straight up misclick. Let's turn off auto yields. At least I got the attack in first, and I have enough mana here that I should be okay, but yeah, that was really annoying. They choose discard, they discard another land, they have 4 cards in hand. Strands plus the white initiative and monarch creatures is just such a good combo. And I think that this is one of the best shells to take advantage of that strategy. They play another land even though they have looting. Wow. Demand answers, resolves. Discarding a land. They're getting really flooded. It's like pretty incredible. Good strands. Name black. Doesn't matter what I name. Name black though. I could have just terminated this, honestly. But I like getting the strands into the yard. Save the terminate for a non-sneaky snacker, hopefully, but if I have to, I have to. I also could have like Cleansing Wilds fired on my last turn, but I misclicked, so I didn't even have time to think. I just didn't get to do anything. We have 2 cards in hand. We're at 13. Let's trap them. You lose 5. Palace Sentinels. I mean, I'm definitely going to play that. And then just probably terminate the snacker, leave the strands in the yard. Seems good. Monarch, draw. I'm just loving this deck. This deck is so fun. Cast Kitchen Imp. Okay, well now I can just strands black. I don't need to terminate yet, but I can. Oh, they misclicked? This is not attacking, right? Yeah. Okay, well, now I just terminate this. Save the strands. I know they can get back Snacker, and I could kill the Kitchen Imp permanently, but they're going to have to block, like, just even to stay alive at all. We still have strands. Draw. Familiar. They have 1 mana up, but I think I'm safe to Familiar, make them discard a card. They discard a Snacker. Okay, they get those back. Let's attack with both of these, and then we get to play another Paladin, go into the throne, and still have strands up from both our Paladins. And Paladins are good in most matchups and multiples, because you just get to keep playing them. Galblast face for 4 damage, hit me to 9, 0 cards in hand. I'm going to let that resolve. They're at 3. Now I guess Inspiring Overseer, gain 1 plus a flying blocker is best. It's just better than the Thravens, obviously. Play land, draw for Monarch. Path the turn. Could have strands like on their upkeep, but I just don't think I have to. Flashback, Faithless Looting, sure. They get back Snackers, but they're tapped. And then we should be able to kill. Yeah, we got them. Nice. Dawnbringers come in. I think I'm just gonna like try to kill all their lands too. Maybe this is overkill, but seems good to me. They have a lot of interaction. Thraven Charm's bad. I like going down on these two. They have a lot of hasty creatures and snackers and stuff. I think you have to leave familiar in. Could cut like two familiars. Just because they're literally the madness deck. Like if they have mana up, they can play around familiar pretty effectively. I want to just kill all their lands. Maybe this is too much artifact hate, but I'm going to try it. I think they play a lot of artifact lands these days. I should look up the list that one Pauper get in because that's most likely what I'm facing against. But I'm just going to jam. All right, let's go game two. All right, game two, we're on the draw. Let's keep this. We have removal, we have bridge, wildfire, we have familiar, we have pretty much everything we want. We can get second white source for this, we can get black source for this. Let's just lead on bridge. They don't always like play creatures out that quickly. They might just like set up with a plot this turn, or draw some cards, or play the thing that makes two bloods. Drain two, make two bloods. Okay, Goldmire Bridge is good. I still think I want to just go Mountain, Cleansing Wildfire Bridge, get Plains, and then Dust to Dust. It's also good to just like Cleansing Wildfire early. Gives you just a lot more mana to work with, makes the game a lot easier. Plains. Now I can kill two lands minimum. They can do a lot this turn, sure. But then I have a lot going on too. Familiar, Ephemerate, another Wildfire removal spell if they like. Play this, play a Kitchen Imp, Fiery Temper me, deal me a bunch of damage. But yeah, this deck is scary. Just like it's like a burn deck, but also a synergy deck where they just like are a burn deck that uses its synergy to draw cards. Because every time they discard Alms of the Vein to one of these effects, you're literally just drawing a card off Alms of the Vein. It's so good. Okay, it looks like they don't have another black source, or maybe they have another untapped black that they chose not to play, but let's do this. Oh, I thought that was the artifact land. Oh my god, I'm like talking about I can kill both their lands, and then I just got lucky. These are two artifact lands. I mean, they have, like I said, they play a lot these days. They're gonna play the discard effect. Okay, let's just go to main 2 before we do anything else. And then probably play Goldmire Bridge. Yeah. Good. That way I can play Familiar next turn. Having this late to dinner is nice as well. Wow, they can't function. Nice. Plan's working out so far. Do I just slam Goliath Paladin? How can they beat that? Now I get Swamp? Probably not. Maybe I do. I already have plenty of red and white sources. Faithless Looting, try to find lands. If they had this last turn, they definitely should have cast it. Discard Snacker and Trespasser's Curse. It's kind of a scary one, but we have 4 Dawnbringers in our deck, so not really. Let's Forge. It's Yield. And there's the Strands. That should lock it up, I think. Let's go Swamp, Familiar. Cleansing Wildfire ourselves, leave up Strands. Attack for 5. Get a Plains. Double Gallblast is nice too. Gallblast is a huge upgrade. I saw somebody else talking about this deck on Reddit, and they were saying in their thoughts, Gallblast is a huge upgrade, and I really couldn't agree more. It is just like a massive, massive upgrade to the deck. Just gives you so much more reach. The 4 is so much more than 3. It's really easy to turn on. It's just exactly what you want. Wow, discard double Kitchen Imp, but can't cast any of them. That sucks. I mean, yeah, they got dusted. Plan working to a T. There's the vault that they found. I can blink Paladin to continue to step through the initiative, but I'm just not going to blink anything, I don't think. I think I will just Galblast their Snacker. I know they can probably get it back, but then it's tapped, so. Trap you. Play bridge. Attack for 7. Pass. And I could have ephemerated there, but I feel like I'm safe to just wait. Casting something for 2 mana, I can't think what is going to do it here. Fiery Temper, target my thing to try to survive, and then I'll just save it. Oh, not casting Fiery. Oh, they can't cast Fiery Temper. They're just trying to draw. Okay. Snacker comes back, but it's tapped, and we got him 2-0. Nice. I mean, again, it looks like they didn't function there, but they played 2 artifact lands, and we dusted them early, and then they were stuck. So, worked out for us. Let's go round 3. All right, welcome to round 3. We're against Dayboss. We have kind of a sus hand. We have 2 black cards. Adding more black cards is getting a little sketchy with the mana. Maybe I go down to like 1 terminate, 1 cast down. Or just play the 2 terminates. Okay, well, we're against mono white heroic. I think that should actually be a good matchup. I can't quite play Inspector into Familiar yet. I still think I lead on Bridge though. I could terminate next turn. That was a great draw. Black Source, another artifact. Just exactly what we wanted. On the draw against mono white heroic though. Again, this should be a good matchup for us. We don't have Stonehorn Dignitary in this build anymore, but we have Strands. They can't really interact with like a Strands loop. They don't play an Umbra here. I just kill this now. Yeah, now they're just, I think, going to lose the game for sure. Maybe they can rebuild, but I get to kill their creature, and then they need to deploy another creature and pump it up, which just takes so long. It's going to buy me some time. Start strandsing. I can function now. I drew this. Yeah, that's good, but I'm not too worried. Oh man, let's go. They have a lot of protection in their deck. I'm just going to keep killing their creatures, developing my board. Next turn I can go like Inspector into Familiar or Cleansing Wildfire into Familiar. Okay, there's a Battlefield Raptor. It's not as good as these other heroic creatures. And there's a Monarch, which will be great with Strands eventually. So let's think about this turn. Let's go, if I go Wildfire here, that's just not good. I mean, it is good because I get to draw a card. I could wait 1 turn on the Familiar. Yeah, let's do the Wildfire line actually. I get to draw a card and it guarantees me another land right now, even if I miss on this draw. 2 white sources, 2 red sources, 1 black source. Just get another white source. I have so many white cards. Play Thraben over Novice because the art in the border is better. And then we're still at 18. They have 3 cards left. Maybe I can discard some of their cards. They can Homestead Courage onto something. Okay. They give this protection from black, but that is annoying because I have Refurbished Familiar. Wow. But again, what they're gonna, if they flashback Homestead Courage, which looks like they're doing. Oh wow. Okay, they have a 5/6 now. Okay. We got ourselves a game. We have one card in hand. Definitely playing familiar next turn. Flashback Homestead Courage, attack for 6. Oh, Umbra there, 0 cards in hand. Attack for 6. Okay. Another Strands is probably our best possible draw, so let's go play Refurbished Familiar, draw. Third Strands. Okay, we are not taking damage for a while. And then I definitely just play a Strands, and then next turn play a Palace Sentinels, and then just keep playing Strands. Basically indefinitely. Try to eventually find Elementalist plus Ephemerate to Strands every turn, infinite, and then I think we can't lose. Oh, I think then that's a hard lock against a mono white heroic deck, most likely. I don't think they can interact or beat that. I guess they could play Journey to Nowhere. Sometimes they do. Sometimes I'm also seeing them mostly in the sideboard play. Target player sacrifices an attacking or blocking creature. So that's something to consider. I guess they could play another color of a creature somehow. Strands, name white. Can't block and eat this, unfortunately. Because damage from my Thraben's prevented as well. Let's draw some lands here, shall we? That is a good draw too. I can maybe start ephemerating that, killing all their auras, but I just want to get the cards flowing here. I guess if they like exiled my graveyard with a Thraben Charm right now, that could do it, but let's draw some lands at some point, shall we? Is that Vigilance? No. I think I'm safe to flashback Strands, name white. We have 2 cards in hand now. Man, we can't hit on lands. So I think we have to just Inspector, then leave up Strands. Play the other one now. Diversify. Attack for 2. That's pro black anyway, so I think I missed an attack last turn. Okay. Hopefully the game doesn't come down to that. Land. 4th Strands, I'm not going to complain about. We have 6 fogs in our hand. Keep drawing a lot of Strands, and they keep being pretty good. I did talk about this a little bit, but with Ponza being so popular and the new Chrysalis being so strong, the new Devoid creatures in general just being good, Strands gets a little bit worse. But you can see so far in this league, it's still really powerful. It's still really good. We're getting another token. It's fine. Prismatic Strands, name white. F6. Land. Okay, land is good. Now I could just go land, Thraben, cast another Strands from hand. That might be a little greedy. It might be better just to get Dawnbringer down. I can play Dawnbringer plus Crack Clue or plus Thraben Inspector. I think I like Dawnbringer plus Crack Clue. Just destroy the pro black enchantment. I'm planning on Strandsing anyway. Again, Thraben Charm could get me, so maybe I should have played around that a little bit more by leaving up hard cast Strands, but I'll leave back my blocker here. So I didn't attack that turn on purpose. God Blast, not bad. This one's a Totem Armor, but this one's not. Okay, I'll flashback, name white. This is where it sucks that we have all white creatures, but That's okay. Skyguard, sure. Got clue. Land is good. Cleansing Wildfire is good too. So let's go. Just keep drawing cards and making mana. I'm going to have to hard cast Strands this turn, and then next turn I can play Goliath Paladin, and that should be our win con. Just get another Plains. There's Ephemerate. Great. Fantastic. I can start ephemerating the Dawnbringer or the Refurbished Familiar. Let's go play land. Pass the turn. No attacks. Draw for Monarch. I have to discard. Discard the Raven. Could discard Goliath Paladin there too. Like to dinner it back. They cycle. And maybe I'd never find Elementalist, but I'm like feeling like I can't lose this game. Oh, this has first strike. I could actually just go block with block this. Oh no, now they're attacking with this too. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to blocks, block here, strands, name white, kill their thing, then just start killing enchantments because it's annoying for them. Rate comes back down. They said I don't believe you have strands again. Just wait till they see the just wait till they see the quad. I'm saying just wait for the fourth. Destroy target enchantment. I'll kill this Hyena Umbra now. And then go Bridge, Paladin. Take the initiative. Get a basic. Get Swamp. Attack for 2. They said K. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say I can Galv Blast, and I think I still will on attacks. They'll probably have a protection spell. I'm sure that's what they are saving in their hand. Maybe I just draw with Clue to try to draw towards Ardent Elementalist. Sentinel's Eyes, sure. Trailblazer, sure. I guess I will try to kill this. They have 2 cards. If they protect it, I'll still go Strands. They can't attack with this. Yeah. Because then this way, if this works, I don't even have to use a Strands. I shouldn't have attacked here. I should have just blocked. Okay, nice. Now I can just start pumping up my familiar and they can see. Nice. Okay, let's bring in everything that destroys enchantments. And Breath Weapon can be okay against them. They make those 1/1s. They have the 1/1 flyer that I could potentially get. Just goes dead pretty fast, but their tokens are kind of annoying. Maybe these. I don't need as many paladins. I don't think they ever kill my stuff. What else do I side out? Do I not bring in the breath weapons and just side these out? Palace Sentinel seems pretty good. Pretty easy to just cast Strands on 3, cast Palace Sentinels on 4 in order to set up some sort of a lock. Novice Inspectors kind of just help me function. Ardent Elementalist, they can't really interact with that well at all. Kind of like 2 Paladin, 2 Sentinels. Maybe just side out 2 Prismatic Strands. Just kidding. Maybe Inspectors like don't do that much. They draw cards slowly, but maybe just bring in 1 Breath Weapon, side out 1 Inspector. Different Inspectors in my deck. Just the way the text looks. I don't want to side out an Ephemerate because they don't really have interaction, so like I'm gonna get to Ephemerate my stuff, which is just such good value. All right, let's try it like this. Up a game against Mono White Heroic. Maybe it was a meme. I was definitely memeing, but like I used to hate on Heroic so hard, and people would be like, "You should play it. You should play it." It used to be played a lot more, and I never played it. I'm not planning to play it. Don't ask me to play it. All right, let's go game 2. All right, game 2 against Mono White Heroic. This hand's slow, but I think we have what we need. We have Strands, we have Dawnbringer, we have Breath Weapon. I'm gonna keep. Maybe we get run over, but all we need is like an untapped land, really. Play White Source. I guess we could get Dust the Dusted too. It's a possibility. Armored Armadillo. Let's go. Can start hitting for a lot with the ability of Armadillo. We have 4 cards left. I just never want to play that deck. Uh-oh, we need a land. We need a land. I mean, I can still play a Dawnbringer Cleric. Hopefully kill a better enchantment than this. Ethereal Armor here. I don't know if that deck plays all that glitters, but if they don't, they definitely should. Slamming this, killing this, almost no matter what. Ephemerate, great draw for not being a land. This should just be such a good matchup for us too. We have now 4 Dawnbringers, 2 Thraben Charms, 4 Strands. It's just so much. They're leaving up protection, it looks like, for their Armadillo. The Armadillo's arms look like a little bit too long. Maybe they are that long and that's what they look like, but it's not a pangolin. Look that up if you don't know what it is. Pretty cute. Okay, well, I'm gonna Ephemerate, kill that. Take some damage here. I guess I could block, but if they attack with both, it's probably just not worth it. What kind of trick could they have? They could have a mutagenic growth. I'm just not gonna do that over 1 damage when I have Ephemerate. There you go. That would have crushed me. I mean, it still does, but... Okay, Great Furnace. Nice. So now I can just Strands this turn. Then Ephemerate next turn, flashback Strands. Like, how does their deck beat Prismatic Strands at all? Drew the land, I think, just in time. Let's go block here, see if they try to kill the Dawnbringer with some trick. Oh no, they don't need a trick. This already does it. Strands. Name White. I don't think they have a way to prevent this. Strands White. Good tip with playing this deck too is pop your graveyard out like this, because then the graveyards don't pop in and out. It's just a good Magic Online trick to be aware of. Trailblazer. They have 2 cards left. Familiar. Actually a great draw. Play Familiar. You discard a card. I don't think I need to ephemerate the Familiar, even though that's tempting. I think I'd rather just start killing their enchantments. And I also might not even need to Strands this turn. So what I could do, potentially, they're responding to this. They have a Thraben Charm? Oh, Beckon Apparition. Beckon Apparition? Exiling my Strands. Okay, I mean, it's obviously really bad for me, but with this Ephemerate, I should be able to survive here. They have another spell. Oh, Blessing, targeting that, because they don't want to discard it. If it's enchanted or enchanted, it also gains indestructible hexproof. Okay, I don't care. I draw a card. Land? Not a land. White card I can't cast because I need to ephemerate, I think. I can go block 2 things and then ephemerate, killing the solid footing. If they draw a land, they can switch this power toughness, which is also annoying. Or just get plus X plus O. Wow. Okay, pass. I'm still like okay here, honestly. They have 0 cards. I can't ephemerate. I can't rat block them here because I need to block it. And then ephemerate Dawnbringer. I can kill both of these enchantments. Solid footing, Armadillo, Trailblazer is kind of nice though. They don't have a land to pump this, so let's hope they didn't draw a Thraben Charm. I keep saying that, I don't even know if they have it. Block, ephemerate, kill solid footing. That's the line. Ooh, they're playing an instant. Another solid footing there. Okay. Ephemerate here. Kill this solid footing. Trade here. Go to 5. Ephemerate, kill this solid footing. And can I draw land? At 5 still. They have 0 cards. No land. I did draw a Galvanic Blast. I could wait one more turn and just like Gal Blast this warrior token right now. And then their board's not that good. And then I could potentially go block. I might lose my Dawnbringer at that point, but maybe that's just fine. If they draw land, they can't do anything. Yeah, let's just do this. I want to wait as long as I can on the Strands and develop a little bit more here. Because if they draw land, I go block with Thraben here, block with Dawnbringer here. All they can do is pump. If they draw a spell, they're just going to cast it. Cartouche, okay. So I need to chump. I guess I can go to 1. It's a little sketchy. Is it better to chump? I think I like going to 1. Let's do it. Cleansing Wildfire. Cannot naturally draw lands. Maybe we want one more land in this deck, potentially. Attack for 1. They're probably not going to block. I don't think I'm going to need to flash back the Strands. But I do get to cast it. Then untap land next turn, please. Then I can slam Palace Sentinels. Throw black. Okay. Let's make them attack. I do have this breath weapon as well. They're also never drawing lands here. They only run like 12 or something. Strands white. We're at 1. Untap land. Please. Draw the black removal spell right now. Oh man, that is brutal. Do I want to go block? I might be able to go block, breath weapon. I'm just waiting so long on this cleansing wildfire though, but then I still don't need to flashback Strands potentially. Let's wait. Okay. Interesting. Only attacking with this? Why wouldn't they attack with Armadillo? Okay, I'll just jump here. Let it die. And then go for the breath weapon end of their turn. They're going to play another creature. Another Trailblazer. It's not what I wanted to see, but okay. Now we have a cast down too, which could be relevant. Untap land. Another Strands. Okay, I'm just going to cast that. It's weird to not be playing Cleansing Wildfire, but I think this is good. Because then, if I draw land ever, I can like play this into this and have just 2 Strands in my yard. I know they showed back an Apparition, but sure. Strands from hand. Name white. They're going to say something in chat. I'd be surprised if they don't. Bet they're typing right now. White. F6. No need to block. 12 minutes, but we're okay on time. We're just down 2 minutes. There's a land. Thank you. It is a tap land, but I will take it. Let's Cleansing Wildfire us. Yes, I want to use the ability. Get planes. There's Elementalist to start getting back these Strands as well. Hopefully we have time. I don't know if we will. They have a card in hand? Not another beckon. Oh my god. We got so punished for playing the Strands from hand. It's gonna cost us the game. Now I don't think we have any outs. Man, maybe I shouldn't have played it from hand. Maybe I should have just played Wildfire, Flashback Strands. That would have been a better line to play around that. It's frustrating. Double beckon got me. Maybe still have a chance. I'm at 1. So actually I'm not dead on board yet. So I can... Actually, I can cast Palace Sentinels. And then getting the Monarch. If they draw a land, I go block, block. But then both of my creatures die at that point. And then cast down the Spirit is what I was going to do. They said if you concede, we can play the third. I'm still trying to win this. I think I can go Elementalist, get back Ephemerate, block, block, Ephemerate, get back Gallblast this. So if they draw a land, I'm not dead yet. Ephemerate. I think I cost myself the match by playing that second Strands, though. Should have just fogged from the graveyard. I thought it would make it like easier to win from there. Okay, so I need them to draw land here. If they have something that targets their Trailblazer, I lose. They immediately target it. All right, that sucked. Thought I had that one. Okay, though. I still feel good about the matchup. I think I want another Breath Weapon, especially with that pro black creature. Maybe don't want another Inspector. Kind of good blockers and good white creatures to flashback Strands. Cut a second Paladin, just because it's like so expensive. Go down to one. Could play one Palace Sentinel, two Paladins. But I think Palace Sentinels being cheaper is what I want. They're like, if you concede, we can play the third one. I'm like, I know. All right, I gotta play kind of fast, but I do have plenty of time. Keep this. Didn't see any artifact exile, so that's good. Just gonna try to play a little faster. I might have to talk a little bit less. I'm gonna plan to just play Thraben, another bridge, then slam Overseer, just wait on the Strands. Looks like they have multiple one-drop creatures, or maybe not. Still just gonna stick to my plan. Didn't play a creature on one, but they like sort of thought about it. Yeah, now they want protection. That is fine with me. Let's play Overseer. Pass the turn. Nice. Familiar is a great draw. Might be able to like literally discard their entire hand into a Ratlock. That would be so sick. They might play like half their hand here too, but I literally might be able to go Familiar, FM. They discard their entire hand. And then I get to draw two more cards. I guess they'll have 4 cards, so they'll have 1 left. They have a 4/8. Maybe I just chump it. I think I can just take 4. I can block Ephemerate too, which is nice. Refurbished. We're definitely just going to go Refurbished. They discard a card. Pass. Leave up double Ephemerate. I'll attack with my Overseer. I don't even usually banter with my opponents too much, but when they were like, I don't believe you have Strands again, I had to. Oh, I meant to attack. Okay. Yeah, I'm bantering too much. It's okay. Again, I don't think that's what's going to matter. That is annoying. I could potentially ephemerate the block, ephemerate. I can just take 4 though. Block here. Go for the ephemerate. I think this is safer. Also, in the previous game, they showed they really don't want to discard cards to familiar, so they might play cards aggressively to try to play around that. We take 4 down to 13. But we're going to get the rest of their hand, probably. Discard a blessing, sure. We knew they had protection because they chose to not play their 1-drop. They probably did that because they saw I was so willing to kill their creature when they were tapped out. They didn't necessarily have another creature. No Thraben Charm, nice. So now I get their hand. Gonna rebound onto Refurbish to get their last card. Nine minutes on the clock, plenty of time. Another blessing. Let's go to our turn. Yield to these. Get their last card. And then draw 1, gain 1. Then draw for turn. When the opponents are like bantering or like especially when they're salty, it just makes me want to win so much more. It's like just like at that point I'm just like I have to win. I have to win the match. Emerged unscathed. Okay, so I'm fine with this. Then we just get to draw. They're just getting 2 counters basically, and they get pro, but I have the strands and 2 colors of creatures on top of that, so back in Apparition was it's just so Apparition? Am I saying Apparition? Should be saying Apparition, I think. I don't know. Thraben Charm. Thraben Charm is actually really good. Can I just play Dawnbringer plus Thraben Charm here? I think I'm totally safe to do so. Just kill the Ethereal Armor on the first one. And then pass. Ooh, my Thraben Charm can also deal 8 damage, but that's not enough right here. Unfortunately. I could have gone Thraben Charm, kill this, just by damaging it. And then play Dawnbringer, kill one of these auras. I don't know. I don't know what's better, honestly. So they gain protection from the color of their choice. It's going to be white. Pro black. Why? They're letting me chump with one of my white creatures? I don't need to Thraben Charm yet either. I can just draw. I don't care about those 2 enchantments that bad. Okay, now let's go untap land. Let's Cleansing Wildfire us, get another red source. Yes. Play Mountain. Okay, drawing another strands is good. Now I think I attack. I did miss the 2 damage earlier, I think, so that could cost me. But now we might have enough stuff to beat at least 1 Beckon, maybe not double, but... Okay, Hyenumbra, I don't care. I could even just chump here and not strands, but I think I'm going to strands. White. F6. Probably shouldn't even have F6 there. Tiny bit sketchy. Just get a bunch more mana. I'll get another red source. Actually, yeah, sure, why not? Then I guess I can play Plains and play another Cleansing Wildfire. If they don't apparition me here, I should flash back this Strands just to make sure I can use it. Kind of want to just chump too and not use this Strands or this Strands. Seems good to me. Another one, nice. Play that. Let's just kill the Hyena Umbra. Attack for 4, play bridge, pass. Now we just need to attack twice more. I guess they could have a flyer, but I could maybe kill that with Raven Charm. Now I'm just going to flash back the Strands. I should block first, just in case. Block, flashback Strands, name white. Familiar. Let's play it. They discard, land, attack for 4. Now we have 3 creatures attacking in the air. If 2 of them hit, it's lethal. Could draw Faithless Looting, but I think they're pretty much dead. I'm not sure what they can do. Excuse me. Cycle. Sure. Just gonna go block Strands. I just draw lands, K. Love to see it. Love to see a little salt. Nothing too bad, but let's see if they salt on this Strands here though. What about in game 2 when they just had 3 lands for so long? Plus, this matchup should be so good for us. I think I misplayed to lose game 2. If I played a little bit tighter, I think I should have won that. But yeah, 3-0. Just absolutely crushing with this deck. What's our overall record? 12-1 right now. 2 wins away from back-to-back 5-0s. If I can make this 14-1, that's going to be so sick. Let's go round 4. That's actually, when I started playing Boros Init, I think I was 14-1. So maybe there's more to this deck than we think. Let's go game round 4. Into round 4. We're against Hyuma. Man. We're on the draw. We have 11 bridges in the deck. We need to draw a bridge for this hand to be good. If we do, it's a really good hand. But I think if we just don't draw land, it's just too big of a detriment. I mean, I guess we could just Cleansing Wildfire ourselves to fix our mana, draw a card. So maybe the upside is there. I'll try it. It's really bad to obviously have to Cleansing Wildfire like one of our lands just to fix the mana. But if I had to do that on turn 2 and then we drew a bridge after that, we also get 1 extra draw from the Cleansing Wildfire. It just might be okay. Mono red. Just Bushwhacker go? Okay. Now if we draw a bridge, it's like also not that good. Maybe for that reason this just wasn't a keep. Should have just mulled. Implement. They have such a weird hand going on. Attack for 1. Their draw is really sketch. I mean, all right, we have to just do this. It sucks. Get planes, draw a card. Obviously hate it. Okay, there's bridge. We might be able to just play bridge, cleansing wildfire, bridge, and then try to stabilize from there. I think that's going to be the line, and then play 2 creatures after that, or maybe creature plus removal spell, something along those lines. Okay, that is annoying, really annoying. I can't kill those creatures right quite yet, but I'm still at 18, just taking a ton of damage. I think I actually go bridge, cleansing wildfire, bridge, get swamp, because then next turn I can go Thraben Inspector, refurbish familiar, but then I can't have white up for ephemerate and or Thraben charm. I think I get planes. I'm probably just taking so much damage next turn. Okay, another planes is good. Obviously, I wish I got swamp, but if I can win this game, that'll be pretty incredible. I need to draw strands. Said that. How many times have I said strands this recording? Okay, they implement me. They hit me for 7. I go to 10. They have 5 cards in hand. I'm in trouble, but not out. Wow, they just 5 me on a grenade. And then they 6 me down to 6. More? They have more? They have another grenade hit me to 1. Epicure hit me to 5. Okay. My hand is good now, though. So I need to go the Raven to get another artifact. Actually, I can do a lot this turn. Let me explain what I'm going to do. I think I have the line. Play planes. Play Refurbish Familiar. They discard one of their 2 cards. Then ephemerate the Refurbished Familiar. They discard their other card. They discarded a Bushwhacker, so their last card's probably good. And then I have the Raven Charm to kill one of the creatures. They can sack their synth to give their thing menace. Fire blast me. That's actually, I think that's actually good for me. I think that gives me a better chance to win, honestly. Because I go to 1, but then they have to draw like a 1-mana burn spell, basically. And, oh, they can sack blood in order to turn these on. Never mind. So am I dead? I think I'm actually dead. Never mind. Thought it was good for me. I guess I draw a card, but I think I actually lose now. Okay. Just shouldn't have kept the hand, I guess. I don't think there was any way for me to stop this. GG. Just kept a sketchy one, got punished for it. So we bring in these. I think we take out a lot of the same stuff that we did before. And did we take out a terminate? I think late to dinner is actually good. Oh, I cut an ephemerate maybe? I don't know if I should. Yeah, I'll take out a terminate. I don't know if that's exactly the same as I did last time, but it's close. Okay, we got this. Okay, now we actually. I wasn't sure for a second because I was like, can we wildfire? And then I was like, oh yeah, bridge. Took me a second to register that one. I saw the familiar and the cast down. I was like, okay, I can cast down. And then I was like, what else can I do? And then I was like, okay, I'm good. Thing is, I'm kicking myself because like opponent's hand was just not aggressive. They went turn one, um, whatever that kicked bush. They went turn one bushwhacker. Turn two, just play a couple things out. Nothing special. And so, if I had a functional draw that was a little bit faster, I could have capitalized on that mistake, but I wasn't able to. Almost assuredly slamming wildfire. Gorilla Shaman. Okay, I'm fine with that. We drew Mountain, so now I'm going to go Plains, Cleansing Wildfire, get Plains. Dawnbringer Cleric, nice. I don't need to kill this yet. I only have 2 lands that this kills in my deck. And I guess it kills clues, but I don't really care about that. Another Cleansing Wildfire. They didn't do anything. I think I like the line of Mountain, Cleansing Wildfire, most likely play Dawnbringer. I could just leave up Cast Down, but I think I'd rather just play Dawnbringer and make them kill that. That's like a game 2 and a game 3 when they bolt it. Cleansing Wildfire here. Now I'll get Swamp. Swamp. Another familiar is good. Play Dawnbringer Cleric, gain 2 life. Wound Missionary, game 4 is a lot more than game 2. So you feel the difference, but yeah, you just play against. There's a lot of enchantments in Pauper actually, so you notice it. They Ren's Resolve into Ren's Resolve. The card's not seeing as much play these days. Can play Familiar for 3, play Familiar for 2. Alternatively, I can play Goliath Paladin, but I think that's a little greedy. Another alternatively is just play Palace Sentinels, leave up Cast Down. And then if they don't go like make 3 goblins into Bushwhacker, I am just so safe against what they can do. Two four also like a pretty nice body. I like Palace Sentinels against Mono Red, but I still think I'm fine with the 1/1. It is kind of bad to draw 2 Palace Sentinels. Now I haven't drawn Strands. I said it too many times. So they probably just have to Ren's Resolve. I don't think they can give up this value. Maybe they think they have a line where they can take the Monarch and like maybe deal with my Palace Sentinels. Yeah, they just have to Ren's Resolve. There's Great Furnace Golgotha, but that's not enough mana total. This does get Menace, but I have the Cast Down. So still feeling fine. Sure. I want them to attack with both to try to take the Monarch. Bolt this. Oh, grenade that. Okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, this is good for me. Now I go block here, cast down here. And then I can play more creatures to continue to protect the Monarch. Is it better to play a 3/6 where 2 creatures discard 2 of their cards? think 3/6 is better, honestly. Oh, and I can play Paladin plus Familiar because I can play Great Furnace. So let's start on Great Furnace, Familiar, and then play Paladin. No attacks. Just get Mountain here. I'm definitely not siding out like Great Furnace and not Seat, but Ancient Den. If I have this early and they happen to have Gorilla Shaman, that's fine. I'll just take that. Smash to Smithereens my Familiar. It's annoying. The good news is even if they go like Bolt Dawnbringer or do something like this, now with Paladin I still get to take the Monarch back, assuming they don't have. Ooh. They could have Fire Blast. They already showed it to us. I'm gonna play around that. I'm just gonna take 4 damage. I know it's weird, but maybe this was bad. It doesn't seem like they have it. Playing around Fire Blast though. Seems like they're F6'd. They have 1 land and 2 unknowns. They draw. But now I take both my emblems back. I guess I just discard their land, but then I have Strands up. Which is why I didn't block last turn. I don't think they can stop this. I wonder if I even just forge onto my Paladin, get a quicker clock going. I think because I have the Strands, I do want like a reasonable clock and not just give them infinite time to draw burn spells. So I think I'm going to forge onto Paladin. And then that, again, they kind of have to start chumping that. I just didn't want to play like familiar and get like end the festivity or something weird on the last turn. Forge. Does kind of suck that if they get to trap, it's so good for them, but what are you gonna do? Discard a mountain. I could have waited on this a turn too, but I'm just gonna play my flyer. That's a lot of lands. Scary. Implement of Combustion. Sure. They're going to play that. The good news is, like, I'm not that close to needing to Strands yet, which is just a really nice spot to be. Yeah, playing around the Fire Blast on my Goliath Paladin was a little aggressive, but I felt like if I took 2 extra damage, if my Paladin doesn't die, I get to take back these emblems, leave up Strands, and then it's hard to lose from here. They're going to 12. I'll trap, and then I have a 5/8 still. Cast down. It's really good. Just attack with both of these. They take 1,000,000 damage. Play a bridge. Pass the turn. Draw Monarch. I guess they could have a Flaring Pain, but they're still at 5 right now, and I have a 5/8, so that's pretty tough for them. Cleansing Wildfire, sure. Double Implement. Galvanic Blast, target us for 4. I'll just Strands. They have 2 cards left. We're at 14. Should be pretty safe. Red. They have a lot of potential cards on the table, though. So they could draw a lot of cards, but we also have this cast down, which I may just fire off, because then if we find another removal spell, we can have lethal. They don't have another creature. All right. They can't beat the strands. Yep. We have a little Gorilla Shaman action too. It's funny we drew both of these. Seems to happen to me a lot when I have 1/1. Do I want to bring the Terminate back in for anything else like slower? I mean, Late to Dinner and Elementalist are pretty slow. Did I cut one Ephemerate last time? Ephemerate Dawnbringer Clerk does seem pretty strong, though. Maybe I cut an Elementalist. I used to do that sometimes. I could cut a Late to Dinner, too, but the food is really good. Try this. Definitely don't want to cut the Faithless Looting. All right, we got this. We got this. 4 Dawnbringer, 4 Strands, bunch of removal, couple Wraths. Rampant Growth, draw a card. Feeling good. The only thing I'm feeling bad about is being on the draw. Did that to myself by keeping that bad hand in game 1. Okay. No black source yet. 2 black cards, but I'm going to keep. Do they have the 2/2 haste? Man, that draw. I think I just kill this now. Just shock it right now. I'm going to do it. Then if I draw any other land next turn, I can go bridge, breath weapon. Land. Okay, I need to draw untap land here. No Bushwhacker, please. Oof. Oh my god. Oh my god. They have 1 card. What a draw from them. We go to 1. Okay. Man. GG's, disappointing. That was basically their nut draw. Turn 1 Tomb Raider. This is on the play. Turn 1 Tomb Raider off Furnace with haste, attack for 2. Turn 2 Epicure, Mega Blood, sack it, Rebirth. Turn 3 play second Great Furnace. Sack one of them, make 3 more goblins, Bushwhacker. Attack for 10. How much is this? 6, 7, 8 creatures? 16? Jeez, GG's. Ah, man. I still think I'm keeping that hand. I think that was a fine keep. All right, let's finish up with a 4/1 here, shall we? Let's end this with a win. We got this. We're on the play. Single swamp. I think we need another land. Because the swamp, like we saw there, is not... It needs another land in hand. I mean, we can't keep a 1-lander with this deck anyway, but... Yeah, I think we want to go up to 21 lands. I don't think we want more than that. I do think we want 1 more land. Could play 1 basic. Could play 1 of the Mardu fetch lands. I kind of like that. Could cycle it in the late game. They keep 7. Let's go to 5. All right, let's keep this on 5. Put back Inspiring Overseer Strands, just because we don't know if Strands is good, and everything else in our hand is really good. Lead on Red White Ridge. Because then if I draw any untapped land, I can Wildfire. Then into these two next turn. We're against Liliana 1989. Okay, is this Affinity? I love my Affinity matchup with my Cyborg cards. Quad Dust to Dust, double Gorilla Shaman. Really good. Whoa, basic island, Icarwell Spring. Okay, they usually play one island. Right, let's just Cleansing Wildfire ourselves here. We get to draw a card, we could naturally draw a land, and we get another land. I guess I get Mountain. Gives me 2 red, 2 white. Alright, we missed. It's unfortunate, but our hand's still pretty good. We could still draw an untapped land and slam Sentinels if they don't play a creature here, which I guess they could play a Sneaky Snacker, but okay, Dispute, Ancestral Recall. They're up so many cards, so that's a problem. Untap land. Come on. And they play this, jeez. That is rough for us. Maybe at this point we just ditch the Sentinels. This is a way for us to potentially get back into the game, though. Could discard Overseer. I think I need the Sentinels to win. They discard. I go Familiar, Galblast. I can't slam. I mean, I could slam Sentinels, but then they're going to take it. I mean, it's probably better to go Familiar, Galblast, leave up Crack Clue. Start by attacking, then we'll play Familiar. I like discarding Overseer. Obviously, drawing untap land is what we needed. And then go play Familiar. They discarded a Galblast. Maybe they don't have red mana. Discard a Reckoner's Bargain. I'll try to just trade, because if they play like a Mirror Enforcer, I want to be able to Galblast that. I have 4 artifacts right now. I have to watch out for removal too. We have 7 cards in hand. Oh, man. Guess I can crack Clue. Familiar is just so good. Just discard this. Try to trade. Bolt this. I could have Metallic Rebuke as well. But I need to just go for Palace Sentinels. There's like no question about it. Thoughtcast, sure. I really want them to trade. I don't know if they will, though, because they want more artifacts in play. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Attack. Nice. And they don't have Metallic Rebuke up right now, so I am going to get to slam a Naked Sentinels. Okay, it's fine. Let's just kill this. And then hope to get lucky from here. Maybe draw land initiative creature. Seven cards to 0. How good is the Monarch? Elementalist. Okay. They just have so many cards, and now they have 4 artifact lands. Again, the good news is we're supposed to lose game 1 with our 6 hate sideboard hate cards. It gets much better for us post board. They're just drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts right now. They could go Blood Fountain, play multiple Mirror Enforcers. That would be bad. I had to say it. I had to say it. Goliath Paladin. That's interesting because they're just gonna play removal spells on me though. That's the problem. I think I need to go Elementalist, Scalp Blast one of these right now. Oh, they have Blood Fountain too? They can Blood Fountain back double refurbished. How am I ever winning this game? Don't know if I am. Would be pretty crazy to win the game though. Palace Sentinel's not a bad draw, potentially. Can't really let them take the Monarch or Initiative if I can help it though. I also don't know if they're how controlling of a version they are yet. They have the island. Oh, Kenku, jeez. Now I'm not going to be able to take the Initiative back. I can take the Monarch back. Most likely can't take the Initiative back, which is obviously really bad for me. Maybe I sided like 1 or 2 Pyroblasts, but I think it's not bad too. They have 5 cards in hand still. They draw for Monarchs, 6 cards. Inspiring Overseer. I mean, if I just play a Palace Sentinel, that's not going to do anything. Go Overseer. We could draw an untap land, play Sentinel. We don't even have that many untap lands left. Dawn Charm. Or Dawn Charm. Well, I mean, we're so dead here. We needed to protect our emblems that turn. Kind of want to just concede and go to the next game. They're going to put counters on their bridge. Downside of not having Journey to Nowhere, I guess. Forge there. Thing is, if I Thraben Charm kill this, then they're still Blood Fountain back double Familiar, which is going to beat me, but haven't been impressed with Thraben Charm yet. Everyone's saying how good it is, but it's just been like a pretty mediocre removal spell for me so far. Yeah, we just got Affinity hard this game. Yeah. All 4 Enforcers. Brutal. They didn't even come out of the gates like swinging that crazy. They just like did so much. And what, did we mulligan to 5? Yeah. Okay, let's just concede. They have double emblem, huge board, Blood Fountain. Let's get to a point where we can have our sideboard hate. Let's get this out of there. Let's get these out of there. Maybe an Inspector down and a Looting down. Yeah, I like this. I like leaving one Dawnbringer Cleric to kill makeshift munitions. This looks good. Snap keep. I think last league I played against Affinity and I drew Gorilla Shaman double dust to dust as well. So good at drawing the hate cards so far. Let's get plains. Drew another land. Nice. Yeah, now we just get them. Okay, should be a quick game too. This is what we want to see. Even if they don't concede yet, we have another dust to dust. And we have this elementalist. Somebody commented on the last video, they said they were dying because this exact situation happened. And then I slammed elementalist, get back dust to dust. And it's just like way overkill. I mean, I can Gorilla Shaman like most of their board. Sure. I think I do that. Gorilla Shaman kill this and kill this. Gorilla Shaman kill this. I think I'll Cleansing Wildfire myself instead of killing the blood. Kill the blood later. Another white source. Maybe that's a little greedy, but I think it's fine. Island. Okay. Back for 2. I could almost thought cast. Not quite though. But now I can just go. I think I just take it slow here. I'm gonna go Gorilla Shaman your blood. They might sack it, they don't. Then I go Gorilla Shaman your blood fountain. And then play my own Refurbished Familiar. Play a tap land. Attack for 1. Gorilla Shaman can kill other things other than just lands. You have to just pay a lot of mana for them. Sure, trade. There's a vault. Just playing vault into this. Why? Just because. Deadly Dispute it. Okay. Kill the treasure. And then I guess I just late to dinner the Refurbished Familiar. Rather than Elementalist back Dust to Dust. Just because I already have another Dust to Dust right now. And then I can Elementalist back late to dinner. Okay. I can actually just exile that with Gorilla Shaman too. Which I'm gonna do actually. Oh, I thought I exiled it for. I don't know why I was thinking that. Still think it's a good play though, actually. I was thinking about Dust to Dust, I guess, but yeah, this is fine. Okay, let's Elementalist back, late to dinner. Could also get Cleansing Wildfire to kill their basic, which is funny. Could just play this out, just to get another 1 power down. They're staying strong. They're not conceding. Vault. Turn off auto yields. So I pass my F6. So I can kill it. Should discard my late to dinner here. Exile their artifacts. Oops. Didn't mean to go to attacks. It's actually kind of annoying. Just lose out on some damage, I guess. Okay. We killed all their permanents. I think I like the sideboard plan. Is there any way like an ephemerate wants to come out? Bring the novice inspector back in. Pyroblast is mid against them, but countering a Thoughtcast is good. Countering Kenku is really good. They could have a couple counter spells like negates. Can protect our Dust to Dust with it. They could have Metallic Rebuke as well. Let's go round 5, match 3 for the 4-1 against Affinity. Let's see some more hate. Usually a functional draw, I won't mulligan. Like this, I won't mulligan. All we need is another white source. If we didn't have the Dust to Dust, this would be closer to a mull, but because we do, I'm almost like certain it's a keep. Like we could draw a white bridge. Not so lucky yet, but they lead on Bolt. That's pretty risky. What if I had Gorilla Shaman? Okay, nice. There's a white bridge. I still think I just cleansing Wildfire this turn, get planes. I draw an extra card. Pyroblast. Not bad. You're probably gonna Deadly Dispute here is my guess. Which is fine. And then what do we do? Maybe Thraben Bridge pass, so we leave up Pyro. Maybe just slam Overseer. If I draw a white source, just dust them. Okay, there's Bridge. Refurbish Familiar. Guess one of these paladins can go. Palace Sentinels. I think I like the Thraben leave up. It looks like we're just leaving up Clue too. And if they Thoughtcast, I'll just counter it. And if they don't, I just get to crack Clue. And then I get to save my Pyro for supporting the Dust to Dust. I feel like this is going to be a Thoughtcast right now. Just the way they just played that bridge after playing Vault, I was like, they are probably going to Thoughtcast this turn. Just felt like they were. Maybe no other land. Island, okay. Kenku, put it on their bridge. Oh, this is really bad for them. Really, really bad for them. Do I exile bridge vault or bridge 2-1? Definitely land. I think I don't want to trade 1-for-1 here, so I won't. And then next turn I can play Overseer, Crack Clue. Probably start with Crack Clue in case I draw Dust to Dust. We have 5 cards in hand. We're not out of this yet. We need more hate. Nice. Let me look up Metallic Rebuke. I mean, was gonna say, am I playing it anyway? Let's go to main 2. Yeah, it looks like they were F6'd. It's a nice trick. On certain turns, you can do that. You can have more stops too to try to see if they're F6'd. If you're on your main 1 and you just have minimal stops like I do, just pass to your second main. If it immediately passes like it just did, oh, they're F6'd. They're not going to respond. I don't even know if they could Metallic Rebuke. I forget exactly the text on the card, but still. Also, I wanted to do it first, play around Spell Pierce, or they couldn't have had Spell Pierce, they only had black mana, but I was thinking Spell Pierce for some reason. But yeah, it's a nice little F6 trick. And this game's still not over. We're in the driver's seat now, but okay. Familiar is good. I think I just want to play both of my flyers this turn. So let's lead on Overseer. It's mana inefficient, but I can't risk like removal spell of them taking the Monarch, so let's do this. Now I still don't want to attack. And I was playing Blue White Evoke. I played 5 Dust to Dusts against Jujubee in a challenge. I was Evoke, he was Affinity, and I lost. It was insane. It was so insane. That deck can just draw like if they have another land, they just go like land, Thoughtcast, Deadly Dispute, and they're still playing the game. Whoa, what is this? Why would they do this? What do they have? Maybe a Wrath for ground creatures? Like a Shaman? I mean, I'm blocking. Shaman, yeah, that makes sense. I want to kill the Thraben. Doesn't kill my flyer, though. And I'm so happy trading for their flyer. They're looking for a land, probably. Okay, they got that. Now do I want Initiative or Monarch? Come on, Initiative's busted. We want Initiative. Get a land, too. Nice. We got Plains. I'll attack. Galblast is making me feel safe, too. I think we are fully in the driver's seat now. We have 2 more Dust to Death and 2 Gorilla Shamans, too. Ooh. Indestructible flyer, though. We also have Elementalist. Do I Galblast this right now? I think I can wait for my turn. I think I also want to forge onto my Overseer. I know their bridge can hold me back, but their bridge can hold this back too. Well, I might want to chump next turn because I might play the Monarch anyway, so maybe I just put it on my Paladin. I think I'm also actually going to just kill this, and then I'm going to put my Forge onto Paladin. Crazy that they're still in this game. Forge, Paladin. Kind of hard for them to kill it now if they don't have cast down, and that will do it. Nice. Get Dust to Dust. Kill these 2. And slam. Opponent doesn't give up easy, though. They're not going down. You gotta kill him. Okay, nice. Lost against Mono Red. May or may not have been my fault. Opponent played well. They had an insane draw in game 3. Can't win them all, but another 4-1. 13-2 with the deck. Let's go to the post-deck discussion. The 1 looting was good. Having the 2 looting is still good. I think I want another land. I don't really want to cut a Strands. I felt like I was drawing like 2 black cards in my opening hand too often, and I was like, my mana's sketch now. So maybe I go cut cast down, and then Oh man, I don't know what these are. I don't know. I forget what these are called. Landscape. I guess they're all going to be right here. I don't know which one is which either. I need the Mardu landscape. There it is. Maybe play like one Mardu landscape. It's like an Evolving Wilds. Alternatively, I could just play another bridge. Go up to 12 bridge. Maybe that's better. Bridges are also good against Ponza. This is an untapped land. I think I'm going to try it. Seems good. You can cycle in the late game. It gets all 3 colors of mana, and it's untapped. Yeah, I like it. Okay, we'll try one Shattered Landscape. I think it's definitely better than Ash Barrens. The fact that it can just come down untapped, like if I go Red Bridge, Shattered Landscape, I can still Cleansing Wildfire. Yeah, seems good. Maybe there's even room for a second, but I need enough basics for Cleansing Wildfire and Initiative. Okay. What else about the deck? Didn't like Raven Charm. I feel like where Raven Charm is good is against like Cycle Storm, or like you play against Reanimator or something, and you're just like, get your graveyard. Or Dredge. And then the fact that it can be good in those matchups and just kill enchantments or be a bad removal spell makes it like worthwhile. And people are saying they like it. I mean, blowing up the enchantments are really good. There was one sick line that I missed in one of the earlier leagues where I had a refurbished familiar under a Journey to Nowhere, and I went Ardent Elementalist, get back, Thraben Charm. Thraben Charm kill the journey, but what I should have done is rat locked them and waited till their draw step, and then Thraben Charm kill the journey, get rat back, discard. So this being an instant is pretty good. Or like Mono White Heroic, they attack, I blow up an enchantment, eat their guy, stuff like that. I think 4 inspectors was good, was enough inspectors. They're just like not doing that much. We were a little bit low on white creatures. We only have 20 creatures now, and 16 of them are white, or less. Only 14 of them are white. That is a little light on white creatures. Possibly could just cut both Inspiring Overseers. They've been fine. They've just been kind of mid. Sideboard seems great. I think you still want these 6 cards against Affinity. I think it's enough that like you can try to find one in your opening with 6 or draw into it, and then you can eventually find more, where having 6 makes your matchup against Affinity really favorable for you. Takes up obviously like almost half your sideboard, but I think it's worth it just to turn that matchup around. Pyroblast still really strong against like the Terror decks, other random blue decks. Gives you a much better matchup there. 4 Dawnbringers total is a ton, but if anything, I just want more hate against Mono Red because of the popularity of that deck. But I don't really want to cut a Dawnbringer for like a Lone Missionary, and it's not even necessarily better. I'm not playing a Ration Cleric. So yeah, not too many changes. Another 4-1. Deck was great. Thanks so much for watching. Again, my name is Max, youtube.com/snapbolt. Go there and subscribe. Really the best way to support me if you like my content. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time. Peace.